Know how to score and win in your relationship. For those of us who have been involved in a deep and loving relationship for any meaningful length of time, a period in which you've given of yourself and received in turn, knows that breaking up can be a heart-wrenching experience. And worse, you may not have desired the breakup and didn't initiate it. The discouraging dilemma is you're not wanting to separate, and you're not ready to move on. So what can you do? Accept the split with dignity, meekly save face, and nobly get on with your life and start another circuitous search for love, companionship, and security, or follow your heart and your gut and try to rescue your relationship? Well, if you decide to remain with the comfortable tried and true presence of your newly former partner, here are some factors to keep in mind and some practices to follow. Know how the score is kept when you're trying to regain favor with your ex-partner. You must know that man and woman interpret each other's actions subconsciously and in a particularly distinct way. It boils down to keeping mental score using a type of point system, and men and women record this score differently. Men will usually award their female partners lots of points for actions that are monumental or noteworthy, like receiving tickets to the big ball game or a new widescreen TV. And they tend to grant fewer points if an action is perceived as small, like merely washing his boxer shorts or cooking him breakfast. Meanwhile, a woman will typically reward a point no matter how big or small the gesture or action is. She appreciates the small things like unexpected roses and back rubs as much as grandly expensive gestures, and this difference in perceptions results in confusion and is therefore a major obstacle when we try to create points while under the control of our gender-based psychology. For example, when a guy tries to score points with his lady, he's likely to look at expensive jewelry and exotic vacations, calculating that this will accrue lots of points all at once, and these points will last, only gradually diminishing over time. A man figures he's good to go for a good while, unfortunately, for his romantic future, he doesn't realize that most women would much prefer a simple but heartfelt series of loving notes, helpful favors, and empathetic gestures over one big prize. Meanwhile, most women don't fully realize this behavior pattern operates in reverse with men. A woman will perform nice little duties every day, mistakenly believing all these points will be seen as a substantial sum. Only after all this goes mainly unrecognized and taken for granted, a big argument occurs because she feels she has racked up a bunch of favors and he never shows any appreciation for all of the points she has earned. Women don't comprehend that he does appreciate all her actions, but he doesn't keep score that way and is not going to be overly influenced by a series of small gestures. She would have a greater effect if she bought tickets to see his favorite sports team or attend a great musical event. Unlike in her case, this would score a lot of points all in one shot and last for a long time. So, the take-home to keep in mind is when trying to reconcile with your newly former partner, guys will be much better off doing a series of well-intentioned small acts, and gals should focus on that one big event.